Yeah, no. Yes, I'll have a number one, supersized with the Coke. How many of y'all said that before? I know a lot of people have. Because every day, millions of Americans end up in a drive-thru saying something similar to what I just said. With over 50,000 fast food chains in America, the fast food industry grosses over $110 billion in annual revenue. Let's put that in perspective. Apple only brings in about half that in America. Research shows that 50 million Americans, or 1 in 7, eat fast food every day. Now it's easy to do because most of us don't like to cook, and fast food's convenient. So it's safe to say that everybody in this class has probably eaten fast food at least once in their life. If they haven't, I'll buy you a meal. Today, I want to explain to you the health risks associated with fast food and over-consuming the food, and why fast food should have warning labels. Fast food is quick, convenient, and delicious. I know a lot of times when I get off work or we have to run my kids to certain places, we often settle for fast food because it's convenient and it's fast, and nobody wants to come home after work and prepare a meal that's healthier. But did you know that almost 40% of a person's daily recommended caloric intake is consumed in a fast food meal? It's not a healthy, sustainable source of nutrition. Food is the fuel for our bodies, and the old saying goes, you are what you eat. So what's in fast food? Well, most fast food contains high amounts of calories, simple carbohydrates, sugars, trans fats, and saturated fats, and high volumes of sodium. Let's take a second and just look at 3 of these. Sugar. Most fast food meals have added sugar. For example, a 12-ounce soda has approximately 8 teaspoons of sugar in it. Now, if you've ever been to a fast food restaurant, you've probably consumed more than 12 ounces of a soda. Most of us like to get it supersized with a big gulp or something along that line. But do you know that the American Heart Association recommends only 9 teaspoons of sugar a day? Trans fats. Fast foods are filled with trans fats. Trans fats is a manufactured fat that is created during the food processing. No amount of trans fat is healthy. In fact, trans fats causes your LDL, which is your bad cholesterol, to rise, and your HDL, which is your good cholesterol, to lower. And when you get my age, you really want to start paying attention to your LDL and HDL. You don't want to have the doctor to tell you that your cholesterol is rising. It causes your insurance premiums to rise too. But let me give you an example of trans fat. So if you go to Popeye's Chicken and you order a large order of Cajun fries, they contain 3.5 grams of trans fat. Another high source is sodium. Most, if not all, fast food contains high amounts of sodium. Sodium is added to enhance the flavor of the food. However, heavy intakes of sodium can contribute to a large number of health risks. Let me give you an example of sodium. A 10-piece chicken nugget from McDonald's contains 38% of your daily sodium intake. And people, we're not even talking about the fries yet. That's just the chicken nuggets. With 1 in 7 adults and 1 in 3 kids admitting to eating fast food every day, I think it's time that fast food companies place warning labels on their packaging. These labels will warn consumers of the serious health risk associated with overconsumption of fast food. Research has proven that eating too much fast food presents a serious health hazard and higher mortality rates. What are some of the health risks associated with overeating fast food? Well, you got high blood pressure. That's caused from the heavy sodium intake in the food. like I said, those 10-piece chicken nuggets, they're running with about 40% of your daily intake. High sodium causes that blood pressure to rise. It also creates high cholesterol. Fried foods like the chicken nuggets, the French fries, fried pies, these are high with trans fats, and as I told you earlier, trans fats raise your LDL. Heart disease and stroke. Elevated cholesterol and high blood pressure are the top 2 contributors to heart disease and stroke. Once you get my age, you really start paying attention to this. I know when I was younger, I would eat fast food all the time, and these numbers really never applied to me, in my opinion. Now, when I go give a blood sample at the doctor's office for a routine checkup, he gets real concerned with some of these numbers. Another health risk associated with fast food is the high mortality rate. In 2016, in the United States, over 529,000 people died due to an unhealthy diet. That was the #1 killer in America that year. Second was tobacco. According to the European Journal of Epidemiology, for each 10% increase in the density of a fast food restaurant in a region, 1.4 people are 1.4 times more likely to die from cardiovascular conditions. So if we take the Shreveport-Bossier area and we were to increase our density of fast food chains around here by 10%, by their research, people in our area would be 1.4 times more likely to die from a cardiovascular issue. According to a Canadian research team, regions with high density fast food restaurants are 2.5 times more likely to be extremely high in all-cause mortality. So Shreveport-Bossier, I would almost consume this a high-density area of fast food. We are 2.5 times more likely to die from high all-cause mortality rate. If you purchase tobacco or alcohol, you will find that the Surgeon General has placed a warning label on these products. That's to inform the consumer that the products pose a health risk. For instance, a pack of cigarettes may say, warning, causes lung cancer, heart disease, or something along that lines. And alcohol, often you'll find a warning label talking about how it affects pregnancy in women. But what I want to tell you today is fast food should also have warning labels. Due to the numbers that I've presented you with, it's clear that it poses a health risk to everybody who consumes it or overconsumes it. An example of my warning label for fast food would be warning: routinely eating or consuming this product can cause heart disease, cardiovascular disease, or death. Today I've told you about the health risk associated with consuming fast food. I've explained that fast food is high in sugar, trans fat, and sodium. I have described the health risks associated with fast food, such as heart disease, high cholesterol, and high blood pressure and stroke. I presented you with this information in an effort to gain your approval for adding warning labels to fast food packaging. Now, many of us, we enjoy eating fast food, whether it's that 10-piece nugget or that junior bacon cheeseburger from Wendy's. I'm not going to get up here and tell you I'm anti-fast food. However, I think we need to consider the health risks when we eat too much fast food. And to do that, to make our job easier, warning labels should be applied. Like anything else, fast food is not bad when enjoyed in moderation. But due to the health risk, warning labels should be included. Thank you. Julia, what's for dinner tonight?
We had Whataburger last night. You want to do Cane's?
Yeah, I'm good for Cane's. Thank y'all.